Stop settling for technical junk just because it fits in your pocket. While you're still trying to decipher your PS2 games on stuttering 3-inch displays, Anbernic has officially ended the era of compromises with the RG477V. For years, the industry has convinced you that vertical handhelds have to be weak to stay affordable. That's a lie designed to clear out old inventory. The 477V breaks that rule with the Dimensity 8300, a chip that makes your previous favorites look like toys from a vending machine. It's ugly, it's bulky, but it's the first vertical handheld that doesn't surrender to your library. In the next few minutes, I'll break down why this 4.7-inch monster is a final warning to brands like Retroid, and why the competition's OLED argument is nothing more than a distraction from missing processing power. Subscribe to the channel before I show you just how much you've been overpaying. But be warned, anyone buying the Retroid Pocket Classic right now is walking straight into what might be the most expensive design trap of the year. While Anbernic is going all in on brute mass, Retroid is trying to lure you back into the past with the Pocket Classic. It's marketed as the ultimate nostalgic package, but in reality, it's a clever design trick meant to distract from the weaker hardware behind the display. Yes, the OLED panel looks beautiful, but what's the point of the deepest blacks in the world if the device throttles thermally under demanding titles faster than the RG477V even has time to warm up? And that's not even the boldest deception in this lineup. Retroid shamelessly exploits your desire for compactness to sell you hardware that's actually a step backward in terms of ergonomics. It proves one thing. In this industry, compact often just means someone found a way to cut back on cooling and sell it to you as a lifestyle feature. And it gets even more absurd. If you think a familiar form factor protects you from bargain bin hardware, take a look at the RG406V. A shell that feels like a plastic brick, and compared to the new 477V, it comes across like a relic from a time when we were willing to settle for less. Ergonomics were promised here, while your fingers were practically begging for mercy on the back of the device. What you're really paying for is branding and the hope that software optimization will somehow compensate for hardware shortcomings. This isn't progress. It's digital placebo for collectors who'd rather fill display cabinets than improve their skill sets. Or, what do you think? Don't get me wrong, each of them has its own pros and cons. But when it comes to getting the most powerful vertical device for maximum gaming enjoyment, in most cases, you won't get around the Anbernic RG477V.